What is up, ladies and gents? In today's video we're going to be talking about XPR. We're going to be discussing what's been happening with the price, and I'll be giving you guys a price prediction for where I think XPR is about to be headed. Of course, I'll also be giving you my 2025 targets as well, so be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, if you are a new viewer, then welcome to the channel. If you do like this sort of content, hit the like button and subscribe for more. If you're a returning viewer, as always, welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you all here. And so diving straight into this video, just getting down to the nitty gritty here on XPR. Of course, first and foremost, as you guys can see, these are all the cryptos that we cover on the channel. Basically, I keep a whole list of them up here, and this is the 24-hour change. And as you guys can see, everything today, almost everything is in the red. It's just been a really red day for crypto. As you guys can see, everything in the red there. XPR is at -3%, which is quite interesting because if you compare it to other coins in its category, such as ZBEC, for example, such as XCN, Swift coin, -3% is actually pretty good. XCN, for example, is sitting at -15%. So already XPR is actually looking pretty good. It's probably one of the stronger charts out there. And of course, it's still maintaining its very nice bullish structure. That structure that we are looking at here on XPR is something that looks a little bit like this. Of course, over the past few weeks, we've seen this sort of consolidation pattern happening here on XPR. Of course, what you guys can see here is a resistance that's been tested twice, and we have a stronger support here that's been tested on 3 different occasions very nicely. We've also seen a breakdown below of that support, but we've also seen a breakdown below that support, as you guys can see with that wick. But in my opinion, this support is still strong because that wick there suggests that as the price is headed down, buyers stepped in and pushed the prices back up of this support. So we know that this support is a level that buyers are willing to buy XPR at. Of course, if we just have a closer look at that, you can see that that was actually a flash crash, and when the prices did come back up, even tested it as a resistance, as you can see in this region, before coming down a little bit and then going back up. So this is what we look for when we look at supports and resistances, how well the price respects them. And of course, if the price respects it a lot, there's a greater chance that this next thing could happen. And this next thing that could happen is the fact that this is some sort of triangle pattern. As you guys can see, the resistance and the support are wedging into together. And at some point in the future, we would expect XPR to do something with this. Of course, it has 2 choices. It can either break to the upside or it can break down to the downside. Now, of course, the ideal scenario is obviously a break to the upside. So what we may see, for example, over the coming days, if we can come close to this resistance line, which currently sits at 0.58 cents there, is that if we have enough momentum to push the price above this resistance here, a lot of trading volume, a lot of force pushing the prices above this resistance line, then we could potentially see a breakout from this triangle. Of course, this triangle has a really nice price target, which we get from measuring the distance between the first test of the support, which is down here, to that first test of resistance. We drag this measuring tool to wherever we see a breakout. And as you guys can see, that is 183% trade once it breaks out from this triangle. And if you're looking for a great place to buy or trade at this breakout, then look no further than the MEX exchange. This is the exchange that I go to for all my trading. Because they have some of the lowest trading fees, they don't require KYC to get started, and for a limited time, they're giving every new user who signs up using the link down below a free $20. So of course, if you want to make use of this offer, click in the link in the description down below, fill out your details. It takes less than a minute to do so. Deposit some fiat or crypto into your account, and then you can get started with that $20 straight away. On top of normal trading as well, they even have futures here for XPR, so you can trade that with up to 50 times leverage. So again, if you want to make use of this, link is in the description down below. As always, thank you so much, guys, for your support. Back into this video. So, of course, this is the opportunity that we are looking at here on XPR. Big breakout. Of course, The price target of this depends on where exactly we break out from. As you guys can see, the longer it takes to break out, the lower we would expect the price target to be. Let's just say it breaks out at the end of February there. We are looking at 1.6 cents here as the price target from XPR, which is absolutely nuts. 183%, big opportunity. So if the prices do start to climb once again, keep your eyes peeled on the charts. It could be a big trade. On the contrary as well, if we do break down from this triangle, I don't think it's going to be too likely given that XPR has been such a strong token, but we just got to be prepared for a downside scenario as well. We are looking at a price target here of 0.14 cents if we break down to the downside of this triangle. Of course, the support there currently sits at 0.4-ish cents, so we've got a lot of room before something bad happens here on XPR. So that's the first good news. Of course, looking at XPR on a longer time frame as well, you guys can see how nice this structure is. First and foremost, we had a long-term accumulation back in 23 and 24 here on the charts. And also with XPR, we have a clear goal in mind as well, looking at the 4.8 cents level, roughly a 10x from where the price is right now. So we've got this clear goal in mind, we've got this long-term accumulation pattern, and furthermore, and not only do we have an accumulation, but we also have a very beautiful chart pattern here. As you guys can see on the chart, we had a double bottom pattern occur over a 2-year time frame on XPR. Of course, you can see the two separate bottoms there. We've got this neckline here, which has been tested on lots of different occasions. First, as a support for the price in this downtrend. After it came below that downtrend, we saw it used as a resistance on 3 separate occasions. And now in 2025, we saw a clear breakout to the upside, and we're seeing this consolidation triangle occur at this very moment. Of course, if we take a look at this double bottom pattern and take the price target from this, then we are potentially looking at a price target here on XPR of this distance here, 379% since that breakout, and a potential price target there of 1.2 cents. Now, of course, like I said, this was an extremely long-term double bottom pattern. You can see it literally started in 22 there and came out in 2025. So this is a multi-year double bottom pattern, and with such a long accumulation pattern, I would at least expect the price target to be double of that initial distance there. And of course, if we double down the price target, you guys can see that lies just at 6 cents here, just above the previous all-time high. So now we don't just have that previous all-time high target in mind, we also have a reason to get there. We have a motive for the price to get to that previous all-time high. Of course, the fact that we've seen this long-term double bottom pattern, in my opinion, gives me a lot of conviction to the fact that we're going to see that previous all-time high hit, and ultimately 6 cents from this pattern. And so for me, my minimum target for 2025 on XPR is this 4.8 cents level, the previous all-time high. Of course, from a result of this pattern, we should see nearer 6 cents here on XPR. Of course, in my opinion, there's a lot of catalysts that could easily get us there. I think it's all going to start with XRP though. Of course, they've got an ETF just around the corner. They've already got it approved in Brazil, and now we're waiting for an XRP ETF in the USA. We're also waiting for the SEC to dismiss the XRP lawsuit as well. These are bullish catalysts for XRP, and when XRP is heading up, we typically see XPR also head up as well. Of course, XRP did a 6x in the same time frame that XPR did this move, and XRP was also bullish when XPR did its next move up to that high there as well. So we need to wait for XRP to start being really bullish again, then it will trickle down into the smaller tokens like XPR in the same category as XRP. So really just waiting on some more bullish news there. Of course, I'll always be updating XPR for you guys, but for now, that's all I have for you. So do let me know down in the comments if you're holding XPR, how high you think XPR could go to in 2025. And of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.